Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing the top 10 things that I stopped doing in my 50s. Some of these I stopped doing earlier, but let's get started. So number one, I stopped being so hard on myself. We have a tendency in life to really be hard on ourselves because of what other people expect of us, what they expect us to be, who they expect us to be, and just hold us up to a higher level of standards. And we do that to ourselves too. We hold ourselves accountable to be like this on this pedestal and compare ourselves to other people, either our peers or people who we admire, friends and family, and think that our progress should be the same, equal to, or better than someone else's. And I'm here to tell you, your progress is not going to be equal to anybody. You might be better than some people. You might be a little bit behind some people, but whatever your situation is, if you are a little behind and you're not equal to, you're not at someone else's level, you can't hold yourself to that standard. You have to hold yourself to your own standard. So don't be so hard on yourself because life is too short. Wherever you're at is where you're at. And if you have goals and you're working toward like a goal, or you're working toward progress, then that's all you can hope for. You just keep working and hold yourself accountable to meet those goals and adjust your life accordingly. But don't be hard on yourself because we're all human. We all make mistakes. Sometimes those mistakes set us back. So, just take life one day at a time and be easy on yourself, Go easy, make your goals and move on from there. Number two is stop regretting the past. I think we all have those things in our past where it has held us back sometimes, or we've made some really big mistakes in our lives, and it just changed our life in a certain way. And you wish you could go back and make changes. And I'm here to tell you, you can't. You can't go back and change what's already been done. You can only take those things from your past and go forward and learn from them and move your life accordingly. Just learn from those lessons in your past and keep moving forward. If you're making those same mistakes, then you might want to reevaluate something in your life. But if you are, if you've learned that lesson, you can still, it's in your past. It's part of who you are. It's built you to who you are. As long as you've learned from that, that is the only thing that you can be thankful for. That's what you need to be thankful for. Instead of regretting it and dwelling on it, is okay, this happened, but here I am today. Here's what I've gotten through. This is what I've learned. This is what I can share with other people. This is what it has made or done for me today in this position now. But don't dwell on it. Life is too short for you to dwell on the past. So keep moving forward. Number three is you got to stop worrying about the future. I'm not saying don't make plans, don't plan your future, but what I am saying is don't worry so much about what is going to happen. Make your goals, work toward your goals, and live your life one day at a time. Because if you're constantly worrying about what's going to happen in the future, what could not happen, like different scenarios, you're never going to live your life in the present. So make sure, plan your future. Yes, make plans, because you do have to be planning for progress in the future, but make your plans and live for today, if that makes sense. Number four is stop looking for happiness outside of yourself. Stop looking for happiness in somebody else. Whether it's, okay, here's me and I want to have a child and I'm going to find my happiness in that child. That's never a good way to do it. Or here's me and I'm not too happy, so I'm going to find someone to love and I'm going to find happiness in them, or happiness in your friends. Because I'll tell you what, if you cannot be happy with yourself in the quiet times when no one else is around, if you cannot love yourself and be happy with who you are inside, then you're never going to be happy. When other people are around, You might be temporarily happy. They might elevate your mood, but you're never going to be happy. So you have to learn how to love yourself, be okay with yourself in the quiet times, fill those quiet periods with things that make you happy, find who you are, be happy with yourself, love yourself. And when other people come around you, they will elevate that mood, but you'll still have that happiness inside of yourself. So you can also elevate them as well. So, yeah, definitely don't look for happiness in other people. Number 5 is underestimating yourself. Stop underestimating yourself. I used to underestimate myself all the time. Never really believed in who I was or what I could do, what I could achieve. And sometimes that has to do with our past and how we were raised, right? Especially if you had parents that kind of, told you that you couldn't do certain things. And then you grew up with that in your head and you really believe that you couldn't do really much of anything. You have to break that cycle and you have to self-talk. You have to give yourself that self-talk, that pep talk inside that you are capable, that you can do anything that you put your mind to. I mean, there's some people that defy the abilities that we think that people should have. And you look at them and be like, if you can do it, I can do it. So why can't I do it? What's holding me back? And it's in your head. It's all in your head. You have to tell yourself that you can, that you are worthy, that you can move forward, that you can hit your goals, that you can do things. So stop underestimating yourself. It took me a long time to figure that out. So if you're young, you people out there who might be younger watching this, make sure to just love yourself and let yourself know that you are so capable of achieving your goals and your dreams. Number 6 is a huge one for me. It's wasting time. As you get older, and let me know what you guys think in the comments, people who are in their 40s and 50s and older, what your experience with this was, because I never really understood it until I hit about 50, and then it hit me hard. And I was like, wow, you feel different. Is wasting time. Time is so precious. There's something about turning 50 that you realize how quickly time has flown. All of a sudden you're here. Feels like when you're a kid, you feel like time lasts forever. When you're a child, every day drags on. Long summer days. When's my birthday? When's Christmas? And you can ask, one day and it could be a couple of days later and it felt like it's forever since you last asked. In your 20s, you feel like you're invincible, and time is precious in your 20s and anything can happen at any moment, but you also feel like you have forever. 30s, you start, okay, life is happening, you have kids, and sometimes you don't really have time to acknowledge time because you're caught in it. And then you realize all of a sudden your kids are starting to become older and it's hitting you. But when you turn 50, there's something that really hits you and you realize, oh my gosh, how did I get here so quickly? Where did that time go? And you realize how precious time is. And I think that's the reason why people work toward wanting to retire early, is because you realize when you're at a certain age that time is precious, and every moment that you're spending doing something, especially if you don't enjoy it, that it's wasting that precious time that you have here. And again, anything can happen at any moment. Your life could end at any moment, but you have to do the things that make you happy. You have to spend time with your loved ones, your friends, go travel, see the world, write out a goal sheet of things that are on the bucket list or goals and go out and achieve those. I'm not saying neglect your responsibilities, but man, time goes by so quickly. Let me know in the comments what you guys have experienced with time though. Honestly, what was your experience? When did it hit you that time just goes by so quickly? How are you making do with the time that you have? What are some tools that you're using to really help you not waste your time? Let me know. Number 7 is stop being scared. I am so guilty of creating scenarios in my head that I tell myself what the outcome is going to be, what could happen, and I'm afraid of the negative outcome, or I have been afraid of the negative outcome. Um, whether it's rejection, whether it's failure, whatever it might be, we create these scenarios in our head of things that keep us from doing the things that we want to do. And you have to stop doing that. Stop doing that early in life. Stop talking yourself out of it. Stop self-talking yourself into believing that you're going to fail or it's going to be a bad outcome. Go do the things that you want to do. If it's on a goal list, bucket list, whatever, something that you want to do in life, go try, because if you don't try, you will never know. And I know that sounds, you've heard it a million times, but honestly, if you don't try, you are never going to know what's going to happen. And that's worse than trying and failing. So definitely stop being scared out there. Number 8, don't care what other people think. Live your life as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else. Live your life and make the best of it. If people don't like what you're wearing or how you speak or the things that you're doing, as long as you're not hurting someone else or yourself, who cares? They're going to hate it for a minute and they're going to move on with your life, and you're still going to be you. Be unique, be you. Stand out and don't care what other people think, because this is your life. You only get one. You only get one to live. Now, if you feel like you need to tweak something in your life, go tweak that one thing in your life and change it. But if you feel like you're happy and you love yourself, then who cares? Life is too short. I spent my younger life caring what other people thought about me, how they perceive me. And honestly, as you get older, you just realize how much time is spent on caring. Especially nowadays, everyone's trying to be the same. Everyone's trying to be, doing the same things. So go be you, be unique, love yourself, and enjoy this life. Number 9 is stop being who other people need you to be or who they want you to be. Be the mother. If you're a mother, be a mother. If you're a father, be a father. But don't be someone who your friends expect you to be. Don't change yourself for anyone else. And that goes back to, caring what other people think about you. Yeah, don't change yourself. Be who you are. And love yourself and be yourself around your friends and family, because they're going to love you or they're not. And if they don't, oh well. Bye-bye. Number 10 is stop putting up with people's BS. This is another thing that goes back to wasting your time. So the moment someone shows you who they are, believe them. I know we've all heard that before. The moment someone hints about BS and lies, or wasting your time, your energy, or causing drama or stress in your life in any way, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Just walk away. And I say this a million times all the time, especially when you're in a relationship. If you feel like somebody is lying to you and you feel that inkling that you have to go through someone's phone or check up on them, like if you feel that inside, that means there's something going on. And if that's the case, you can spend time worrying about trying to find the truth and dig up the truth and prove yourself right, or you can end that relationship and walk away, because nobody has time. You don't want to waste years of your life trying to prove yourself that something is just not quite right, trying to prove that you're not going crazy. So don't waste your time on people's BS. And number 11, this is going to be a little bonus that I wasn't planning on doing, but this is not what I wouldn't do, but what I would do. As I've gotten older, you have to learn how to forgive yourself and forgive others. So forgive yourself for mistakes that you made, because we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. Sometimes they're huge, sometimes they're small. Sometimes they hurt yourself, sometimes they hurt other people, sometimes they set you back. And, this goes back to living in the past. You just have to learn how to forgive yourself and move on. Because if you never forgive yourself, look yourself in the mirror and say, I forgive you. You've grown. We're going to move on. Just really internalize that. If you need to cry about it or scream about it, go do that. But forgive yourself. Let yourself know that it's okay. It's okay that you made mistakes and now we're moving on. And that's the same with forgiving people. If you can go to that person and forgive that person, face to face or over the phone, and let them know, hey, I love you and this is how I felt, and I forgive you for treating me this way, or whatever might have happened, then do that. But if it's writing a letter to forgive that person, putting it so you can see that that forgiveness is being given, that you're growing, that you're healing, that you're moving on, definitely learn how to forgive others, because it's not worth holding on to that negative energy and hurting inside. You have to release that. You have to let it go. You have to move on and grow from that. So that is all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments, what are some things that you stopped or started doing now that you're older, in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and up, and what really helped you move past those things to heal you or help you in life. So let me know in the comments. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.